Alright, so today we'll be replacing the window regulator motor and the rails. This will be the second time I do it because the first time I had a bunch of problems from fitment on the actual glass, lighting issues, and in the end I think the camera either died or overheated. And since I gotta fix it again, I'm just gonna go ahead and reshoot the whole thing. So starting off, we'll be taking off the door card. For that, back here, you take this tab off, and behind that there's a little screw. Take the switch off here, and then there's two bolts here as well. After that, the door card should be able to just pull off or pop off after we take off the latches that go to the handle and the door lock. So now I'm going to grab from this corner and start popping it off. Alright. Once you get the door card separated, you're going to have two wire latches that hook up to the door handle and the door lock. They're pretty easy to take off, but it's going to be a little hard to record. I'll do my best to show y'all, but it'll still be a little difficult. Alright, so basically on this one, you're gonna like pop it off from here first, then you're gonna twist it out. That's one, and then for second one, pop it off, and then just pull up. To reinstall will be the same way, so you're just gonna like want to put it in, turn, and then lock it. Same thing with this one. You're gonna twist it, pull it around, and then lock it over here. But once you get that done, the door card is off. Next, we'll be separating the glass, or we're taking the glass off. We're gonna use these holes right here. These right here are where the glass mounts to the actual rails. Once we get that done, we'll just set it to the side somewhere where it won't get damaged, so we can continue to taking this plate off along with the rails. Alright, so the glass is off. I recommend standing, or at least on the driver's side door, on this side, like on the inside, holding it with this arm, like the piece of glass, so you can then get like a ratchet and then take it off. That way it doesn't like fall in. But once you get the glass off, take off all of these 10 millimeters that are on the perimeter of the bracket, and then pull this out from there, and then that way you get this whole plate along with the rails to come out. And pull it out. Okay, so now if you were replacing the actual motor and rails, this is where you unbolt the motor from there, and then the rails from here, and those two screws at the bottom. These bottom ones are adjusters. These kind of tilt the glass either from the top forward and back. This is what I think I need to fix on mine, because when I'm driving I have like wind come in, and I think it's because the glass is too tilted back. So I'm going to try to adjust it a little, see how much it changes, and once I get that done, throw it back on. It's a good idea to also grease these with lithium grease. Don't use WD-40 because that's going to dry out. Lithium grease actually leaves like residue, or grease, like it says. It won't just dry out. I'm going to try to put some, just a little bit here on these on the cables, to see if that helps, because I think the motor's also working kind of loud, but I don't know if just because it's not fitting right or what, but we'll see once we get it back on. But like I said, here's where you take the old stuff out and throw the new one on. Once I adjust that a little, I'll let you guys know how that went and throw it back on. I want to show you how this works real quick. So this is an aftermarket one. It's not the same. On the stock one that it had this threaded piece and then like a slot for a flathead screwdriver. Now this one has a hole for like an Allen key. But the way this adjusts See where the rail is right here, and right here there's like a little like a washer, I guess. I forgot what you could call that, but say it's a washer. What this does is that when you turn it, let's see, this way, turning it this way, that washer will press the rail against this back this way. So when it turn it this way, it's tilting the angle of the glass that what is it, like that way, which is where I need it to go, because currently I had it all the way in like this and the glass was like too straight and we didn't have pressure up front to seal. So this way, by turning it a little bit like this, the glass is going to sit more inward like that and hopefully seal better. So just wanted to show you that. Alright, so we adjusted that little gap of the adjusters, and we're now going to throw this back on, and I'll show y'all how I'm going to put on the window, which is the reverse of how I took it off. This is where you want to pay attention to how the glass is positioned, because like right now, that's how I had the glass the first time. I don't know if you can see, but there's like about a centimeter gap. So what I'll do is pull it this way and up a little. Then I'll get a screw and I'll start it. And once it's being held, I can sort of let go of it. And then once you have all the screws somewhat loose, or somewhat tight, you can actually adjust it to how you need it. And then you can tighten them. So for example, small gap here, small gap there. I'm gonna pick up on the glass like this and pull it off a little, like that. And now I can tighten them. Just like that. It's all right there. Good here. So next, we'll throw the door card back on. Just like that. Window seal's pretty good here and up here. So hopefully that helped you. It's been a while since the last post. I'll be trying to post more often now. But that was that. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helped. One final thing I forgot to mention was if your window, if you click on the auto roll up and it doesn't stay up, I forgot to show y'all how to, you can actually reset that with a button here. So I'll just be putting in the description the video that I used for reference. Took me a minute to actually get it done right, but it worked, and I was having problems with that on my passenger side window. But now, whenever I click it to go all the way up, it rolls up and it stays up.